Hello, honorable members of the clan. So, welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, I am dressed in my gym clothes. I just came back from jogging. But anyways, we are not there. Hey, listen. I see some of you, and I'm assuming these are people that are new on this channel. You know, when you listen to my videos, you must not do so with emotions, especially when you see the title of the video. Don't get emotional. Just listen to the video to understand it. All right? I'm talking about the previous video. The title, people got some people, their studios got touched, but they did not listen to the video or understood the video. But I'm not responsible for what you understand. I'm only responsible for what I say, but we are not there. Let's talk about the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial that resumed today, the 22nd of September 2025. And of course, the defense is supposed to state their case. Basically, to state their defense against all the evidence that were placed on the table by the state against the 5 people that stand accused of unaliving Senzo Meyiwa on the 26th of October 2014. I cannot believe we are literally a month away, actually less than a month away, actually no, a month away from 11th anniversary since all of this happened at Kelly Khumalo's home in Vosloorus, where Senzo Meyiwa and his friends, I don't know what to call. What is a friend again? See, that's why I live by myself, do things by myself, and my own friend. Because some people, they have a dagger right and they twist it the moment they have to tell the truth, what actually happened to you. And we are witnessing this, unfortunately. So the defense, of course, took to the floor today to ask for more time because of the witnesses that are scattered all over the country, and they are finding it a little bit difficult to put them together. Some, in my head, I'm like, of course, the defense is going to have trouble putting together their witnesses because this whole trial is designed that way to make it easier for the state to put a fabrication, in my opinion, and all the fabrication of witnesses, which, by the way, if you are listening to what is going on in Pretoria right now, I'm sure a lot of us who are following the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, we're like, yeah, there was a magistrate that we are still having a lot of questions about. We have a lot of questions about that particular magistrate who took the stand with a straight face. And now that everything is going on where magistrates are giving people bail when they're not supposed to be getting bail, and when they are bailed out, they go commit more crimes. Fisokuhle Ntuli is one of those people. Yeah, one of the 5 accused people, allegedly. Let's say allegedly right now because it is allegations that now are coming out in the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. It's not a fact just yet. So, magistrate, but we did say this, that a certain brigadier may have something on this particular magistrate, and this magistrate had to take to the stand and say things that left us all like, huh? And then there was a lawyer that was working for the city of Johannesburg, but for some reason, his ghost was the one that was sitting in that magistrate's office. I still remember room 2 at Vosloorus Magistrate's Court when Ntanzi was making a confession. Is it ringing a bell, guys? Are the dots connecting? Because to me, the dots are definitely connecting. So back to the resumption of the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial today. Well, yeah, today. It was today, the 22nd of September. The dots are connecting, and of course the witnesses, which I think some of the witnesses that are going to be called are some witnesses that actually testified on the... Are they allowed? Okay, let's just say the ones that the state did not call, like your Kelly Khumalo, Ma Khumalo, and all the other people, Mapiri, who allegedly cleaned the crime scene. So, of course, they are going to find it a little bit difficult to get hold of such, especially Miss Kelly Kumalo, whom, by the way, I'm still asking questions. An entire lead investigator comes and say, this is the mastermind, but the mastermind is roaming the streets. Again, you have to link everything that is going on in Pretoria at the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry, and then you look at this and you're like, oh, the dots are connecting. The dots are connecting. So basically, what Advocate Mnisi had done was to ask for more time so that he can put together his witnesses, whom he's finding it a little bit difficult to put together because of distance and others just not available. And so he's finding it a little bit difficult. I'm not surprised. To be honest, I'm not surprised at all, especially if the witnesses will have to pay their own money to come to Pretoria. Or maybe I don't know how it works, because with the state just takes a witness, put them in the, in a hotel, and they come and do their thing. But then again, I was thinking about what you call those lawyers, the free lawyers again, the illegal aid board. Do they pay for these witnesses to be flown or driven or whatever the case might be to Pretoria and put in hotels until their testimonies are done, regardless of how long the duration of those testimonies are going to be? I don't know. I don't know. But it's a lot that is going on that is not a surprise to me at all. And I am linking everything that is going on in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial with what's going on since the 6th of July 2025. I mean, I don't know if it's me alone, but if you are a South African citizen and you are not making those connections, clearly you've been living under a rock without Wi-Fi. Because to me, my two IQs are like, and they're like, hey, connect those dots, because they are kind of like connecting type of situation. And the whole ammunition and drug bullets found, that to me still like, what on earth? Police in this country, wow. So now at least I get to understand how innocent people are smeared with cases of crimes they did not commit. Once again, I just want to touch on Fanny Masemula. Listen, Fanny Masemula, to me, when I am looking at what he did with Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, I even put it in my note, and I said, Fanny Masemula was under pressure, extreme pressure, and that pressure had to do with his own safety, guys. His own safety and the safety of his family. That's very important to understand, that what he had done, relenting, it's not because he wanted to relent. But then again, when you are in a position of leadership, you must always take leadership. Even in the face of danger, you need to take leadership. If you can't take leadership and then you compromise the very thing that you swore to defend and protect, which is our Constitution, then you need to protect the office you hold. I always say this: protect the office you hold. It's not that we will disrespect. I would have more respect for Fanny Masemula if he came and said, I failed the office that I held by relenting and allowing an unlawful act by the minister, and then I, in whatever explanation he might have, I have to protect the office of the National Police Commissioner. Hence, I am taking the decision that I am. Some of you understood what I was saying in that video, because y'all been around, y'all understand and can read between the lines, and that's why I love y'all. But there were those who thought, what do you mean he needs to resign immediately? That's just how things are. You always need to take leadership. And I also need to commend him with the time that he was buying Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi to outsmart the alleged crooks. That is a given. That's what they did. They outsmarted the alleged criminals. This is Fanny Masemula, credit to him. And General Tlatamkwanazi and team, credit to them. That's what they did. But the Constitution was compromised in the process. And that's the reason why I am saying the honorable thing to do is to protect that office by just stepping down. That's how it's supposed to be anyways. But if I'm misunderstood, I'm misunderstood. There's nothing I can do. Again, I will repeat, I'm only responsible for what I say, but I'm not responsible for what you understand. End of story. Anyways, guys, let me leave the video right here. Please do me a big favor by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And let me know what are your thoughts about the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial and the witnesses that the defense are kind of like struggling to put together. I don't know why I'm not looking at the lens and I'm looking, okay, wherever my eyes are. Thank you for following. See you later. Goodbye.